Okay, the Hakafah is over. Wow, David Moore is here. That's historic. Now we've got a congregational meeting. I want to acknowledge my predecessors, Kenny Heitner and David Ellison. Will you please stand? All right, well, at least know that he's there. Kenny won't stand. Kenny won't sway or stand. But it means a lot to me that they are here. I also want to just introduce our new controller. Where are you, Judy? Judy, everyone say hello to Judy. Zipkowitz. She's wonderful, and she's taking care of our financial health. I'm going to speak quickly to cover a lot of ground. So tell me if I should slow down. And then you get a chance for questions, and if we don't like them, you'll be body slammed by the rabbi. So in the midst of uncertain, disquieting times in the world right now, it's a reassuring joy to be able to report that the state of the shul is strong, steady, and I'd venture to say even sweet. We have 5 remarkable clergy in our senior rabbi, Angela Buchdahl, Rabbis Mo Salt, Ari Lorge, and Stephanie Colin, and Cantor Julia Cadrain. I'll ask you to refrain from applause, although I know you're feeling it. We are blessed by their simchas this year, Stephanie's baby, Ari's upcoming summer wedding, and Julia's fall wedding. Huge mazel tovs to all. We have to applaud for that. We are soon going to be welcoming a new senior cantor, Daniel Mudlu from Houston. I don't want to overstate his talent or his warmth, but suffice it to say that all of us could not be more excited about what he's adding to our stellar team. We are also immensely grateful to Cantor Cadrain for holding down the fort with such professionalism, talent, and grace during the time we were without a senior cantor. Thank you. And a shout out must be given to our amazing Israeli guest cantor. Where are you, Shani? There she is in the back. She has been a beautiful contributor to music at Central, and we are so glad you're staying another year. Marcia Caban, where are you, Marcia? Has completed her first year as our executive director. She says it feels like 10. In a good way. We undeniably put a huge amount on her plate from the get-go, but she has risen to every challenge and already brought fresh eyes to old problems. I can't say enough about her wise stewardship, not just in the areas of finance, governance, and attention to our physical plant, but when it comes to staff development and accountability. It's been a pleasure to work so closely with her. The LCLJ Religious School under Rebecca Rosenthal, Rabbi Rebecca Rosenthal, where are you, Rebecca? Hi, Rebecca, applause, is humming with, among other great things, the project-based learning, a new approach to teaching our Jewish texts and traditions, which has already resulted in more engaging creative endeavors and will hopefully yield more mastery and ownership when it comes to connecting the next generation to Jewish life. The nursery school under Cindy Grebo, Cindy here? No. Has a happy gang of parents and toddlers. They are truly a mood enhancer, just a glimpse in the elevator. The school had another year of successful ex-missions to kindergarten and a lively and creative benefit this year. I went to it. It was actually among the best. They raised significant funds for the new, much-needed roof playground, which I hope you'll all visit when it's done. The special announcement is that Central is starting a summer camp for the first time, and enrollment is already robust. How many of you have kids of the summer camp age? Nursery school. Yay, 2. Oh, 3, Julia. Just nursery school for now. Give us a minute. We got to develop it. But it's a good question. On the adult learning front, you'll hear more from our senior rabbi, but I can speak personally and say that last fall's Elul initiative, conceived by Rabbi Nicole Auerbach, for which so many of us joined or created small groups to engage in Heshbon HaNefesh, accounting of the soul, the front-loading of atonement, which is encouraged by our tradition before the new year arrives. It was one of the most meaningful things I've ever been a part of here. I hope you'll consider joining or forming a group of your own next fall when it happens again. Is Nicole here? No, but she's with us in spirit. I can also vouch for the excellence of the 3 panels we hosted on enduring disagreements, which waded into sensitive waters in this political moment. and did it with courage and even-handedness. We should all be very proud of our senior rabbi's preparation and nimbleness when it came to her moderating all three discussions, which you can imagine was not easy. She had to do her homework, and she did. Beautifully done. We continue to have percolating small group engagement, and the number will expand next year. Rabbi Buchdahl will tell you where we are with that. We continue to have thoughtful programming on Israel, thanks to Rabbis Marion Lev Cohen and Rabbi Mosalth, including a very successful interfaith trip to Israel. And we will be continuing to explore the fissures around campus anti-Zionism in the coming year. Marion Lev Cohen also shepherds some of the most sensitive pastoral care we offer to congregants over a certain age who are confronting issues around career change, health, and end-of-life decisions in the What Matters conversations. Rabbi Mosalth also continues to be our comforter-in-chief. Where are you, Mo? In the back. Among his many other gifts and responsibilities, I know you all share my appreciation for his extra sensitivity and care when it comes to the toughest life cycles. Thank you. Rabbi Lisa Rubin continues to engage and inspire new Jews. We will be expanding the Exploring Judaism program to accommodate the demand and its excellence. You'll be hearing more about that in the fall. Rabbi Rubin's not here. I don't want to, but I'd not miss anyone. Rabbi Ari Lorge, where are you, Rabbi? In your last single days. He continues to be a master teacher, and next year he will be our clergy lead on formal adult education opportunities at Central, as well as overseeing our new coordinator of volunteer opportunities. And he continues to connect our 20s and 30s members, a population that would otherwise be somewhat untethered to our community and our tradition. Thank you, Ari. Applause. Rabbi Stephanie Colin had 2 babies this year, one an actual tiny, adorable human girl, Reviva, and the other the birth of the first Central in Action win, the raising of the age of criminal responsibility to 18 from 16. I know you all heard a lot about it. It was quite uplifting. I hope some of you were part of it, to see the hundreds that turned out for the Governor Cuomo event in March. And though the Raise the Age initiative was already admittedly on its way to crossing the finish line in the state legislature, we were told how decisive were the faith groups that weighed in with careful, dogged activism during the home stretch. So that's something we should all be very proud of. And you should know that Central in Action continues in other initiatives that are ongoing. Our physical plant is in beautiful condition, but is undeniably and literally high maintenance. A lot goes into keeping our beloved sanctuary and the community house in fighting form and as beautiful as it is. I want to acknowledge our facilities director, Jeff Dorn, who has been a steady hand on the tiller and has calmed me down many times. And he's also a great support to the breakfast program, which is thriving and serves 200 meals per week at dawn. Jeff is always there. So thank you, Jeff. 2 more pages. We will be refurbishing the synagogue front steps this year, yay, and hiring engineers to evaluate future upgrades for both the AC and our elevators, which haven't been improved since the Maccabean era. We will be adding metal detectors for every Shabbat and High Holy Day services, not because there has been any cause for concern at Central, but because tighter security, as you know, has become standard practice at every major New York Jewish institution, not to mention cultural institutions like Madison Square Garden. The audiovisual report, very exciting, from trusted Jesse Lauder. You all see him in the back of the sanctuary. Yay, Jesse, we love Jesse. On Friday evenings, he's the one with the beard. I think you should trim just a little bit, Marcia, if you can get on that. We upgraded our cameras to a high-quality, high-definition camera that's significantly improving our streaming quality, and I can't tell you the number of people I run into in the Jewish world who kind of shyly admit that even though they belong to their synagogue, they watch ours on Friday night. So I'm glad we're high definition. We bolstered our streaming program even further by adding Facebook Live and on-demand viewing of our services up to 1 week after the completion of a service. We transitioned all of our archival recordings to digital, allowing people to receive recordings of their life cycle events with downloadable files and YouTube links, transitioning us out of using DVDs. And there's other exciting developments which are going to be announced next month, but I'm going to keep you in suspense. So much of what makes Central effective and reliable is actually unseen and unsung. Our nursery and LCLJ teachers, our maintenance and security team, our admin staff across the street, I hope you'll join me in thanking them wholeheartedly for the dedicated work they do and how well they do it. And finally, a note of personal gratitude. May 31st marks the beginning of my final year as president, and I could not feel more privileged to work with Rabbi Buchdahl, Marsha Caban, and their respective extraordinary teams, and to have gotten to know and value a congregation that has honestly deepened my own sense of Jewish family and how precious and unlikely that is in today's times. Thank you. Every president needs to atone, and thanks to Marsha Caban, she just pointed out that I skipped the paragraph on our fearless development director. Daniel, you are so key to me and such a slave driver that there's some Freudian reason why I skipped this, but I want to apologize and say that Daniel Nadelman has been an indefatigable force of fundraising and relationship building. That is very important to mention because it is not about just raising funds, it's about the relationships he's created that allow us to have the foundation that we do and the financial health that we are blessed to have. Daniel, you're invaluable, so forgive me.